This is Mavericks All Access with Omaha Athletics, hosted by Ana Bellinghausen.
All right, guys, hope you're enjoying your food and drinks. We'll keep going with Mavericks All Access, and we have Omaha women's soccer up here. We've got a packed crew as well. Redshirt junior Marissa Gohr, junior Cece Behrens, senior Jordyn West, and then of course, Coach Tim Walters. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for taking the time.
Of course.
Thank you. Well, we have to talk about the historic of last season and getting a Summit League title, also going to the NCAA tournament. Coach, I want to start with you and just what made that season so successful to do that for the first time.
A lot of hard work. I tell you what, it's probably mostly this group just never giving up. I think there was a point in the season where we weren't doing great. We went through a really tough stretch, and the group never quit, kind of dug down and worked harder and found a way to win games when it mattered. And, you know, what's important for us are those games in October and November, and they came together as a group and found a way to win, and at that time of year was pretty special for them.
And Jordyn, Marissa, just for last season, what were those favorite memories of that time between the win and then also going to the NCAA tournament?
I feel like that's kind of an easy one. When everybody stormed the field, you will never forget that feeling. Like, it's just once in a lifetime kind of opportunity.
And especially getting to go to the NCAA tournament, that's definitely something that a lot of people dream of. So the fact that we were able to do it was really special.
Yeah. And also having Cece back this season after an ACL, I know you're a huge part of this team. Already 2 goals on the season after that. What's been special about this year so far for you?
Just getting to play soccer again. I think it's really easy to take it for granted when you're out there practicing. So to be back with just my friends and enjoying playing soccer, you only get, so many years doing it. So I'm really just looking forward to playing with this group again and just getting to do that.
Yeah, I felt like that Summit League title was just on the horizon, just right in grasp year after year. Coach, from your perspective, how have you seen that just being built and the foundation being laid year after year?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's really, really difficult. It's, you can put yourself in good positions and you go through each season trying to compete. It comes down to 2 or 3 games at the end of the season. It can be very, very tough. But I think we had a group last year that we knew was ready. I think there was a point in the year where maybe we were like, maybe this isn't it. But there was definitely, with this group, and they've been together now, the majority of them for 3-4 seasons. It's a group that we knew was ready to go compete. And yeah, some things had to fall into the right spot. But they came together at the right time. And I think most importantly, just culturally, they love playing with each other. I think Cece said it best when she said her friends. Like, it's a group of close players who are friends. And I think when you're playing for someone next to you who you love and you appreciate, that usually makes it a little bit easier to go push on when you need to push on.
Yeah, now you have a really strong group of upperclassmen as well. How have you seen that culture be set? You can start with the girls here between the years past and right now and how it's just evolved.
I think it's a lot of experience. A lot of us all played together in the past. So just coming together again and just fixing what we need to fix and then applying it to this season, I think, is really important.
I think we do spend so much time together that it's really easy to just kind of be able to talk to each other about soccer, not about soccer, and get to know each other on deeper levels.
Yeah, I think it was definitely easier this year. We only had 3 freshmen to bring into the group and integrate them. So that was kind of nice. It wasn't a big, large group. So that has been a smooth process. And then I think there's just a ton of leadership with this group. And again, we all enjoy each other. So it's really not hard to have those tough conversations because we all love each other. And we all just want to win and do it again.
Yeah, if someone asked to describe the identity of Omaha women's soccer, what would you all say it would be? Coach, starting with you, put you on the spot.
Gosh, I don't want to answer first. We work really hard. I mean, to be fair. Yeah, that's what I'm... They have a sign up top in our locker room and it says, "We all run."
On both sides. Yeah.
That kind of defines us. Everyone knows their role and responsibility. Their main one is we're going to work for each other. We're going to work for our team, whether we have the ball or whether we don't have the ball. We're all going to run and do the work for our team. And I think that describes the group the best, is they're all willing to run and willing to do the work for their team. So, Mo said knew I was going to say that. I think that's pretty good. So,
we all run, is that correct?
Yes.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Do you run a lot of sprints in practice? Is that what I'm hearing too?
No.
So not that bad? Coach is too nice.
If we play bad sometimes.
I want to talk about just how this team's gotten comfortable in their own roles, especially just a year extra under your belt. How have you felt this season's gone so far in terms of putting yourself into a system and finding your place?
Yeah, I mean, all of us definitely have a lot of experience. So, like, just being able to say, like, oh, we've been here before, like, we know what we're going to do. We're all just very confident in each other, and we can rely on each other. So we do know that if we make a mistake, like, our team's got our back. So, yeah, just being able to go out there and do our best.
Yeah. I'd say, like Jordyn said, we have a lot of experience. So, like, when, I don't know, like, people are having problems, like, we always, like, one of us has been there at some point. We know what it's like. We know how to help each other, be positive, like, just be there for each other to lean on, basically, I think is what's really good for. Yeah, I think for me especially, like, over the summer, and, like, I was very comfortable in my role on this team playing, but definitely when I got hurt, I had to, like, look at it in a completely different light, kind of just take more on a leadership role, and then just working really hard over the summer to make sure that I am my best self for my team was, like, my biggest priority, is being in a place that I can come back and make an impact for them.
And Cece, now for you at center forward, how has that changed your game?
Well, I was a forward back in the day. In high school, I played forward, so I had a little bit of experience. I played center back, I played midfield, I played forward. Like, wherever my team needs me, I'm going to play. But who doesn't love to score goals? So, yeah.
You've already got 2 of them on the air, so might as well keep it up.
Yeah.
Coach, how impressive is that to come off an ACL and start just scoring immediately?
I couldn't imagine. I've never experienced an injury like that and what she's gone through. And then the other hard part of it is, I know Cece's happy and a big part of her success last year as well. But then to watch that all occur, like, I know that can be really tough too at the same time. And while the players are running out there, Cece's crutching herself out there. Like, it can be tough and it can be difficult. But she's a very driven player and wants what's best for the team and wants to help the team. I kind of had no doubt, to be fair, that she'd kind of start banging in goals. Like, I was pretty happy for her to score, 5 minutes into the first game coming back. That's pretty cool. But I'm excited to get her back because we asked her to change her role for us last year, and we were so excited to see what she did in her first 2-3 games in that role. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, it was over. So to have her back and have her helping the team, but it's not just her playing up top and scoring goals and hopefully scoring many more for us. It's also the leadership and whatnot. I heard it was heard Reagan Zimmer's like half-heartedly arguing the other day in training. It wasn't a real argument, but Cece's complaining because every time we do something, Reagan Zimmer's claims seniority, and Reagan's been here forever, and it feels like Cece's been here forever too, but it's tough for that group of players. Cece will never be the oldest player on the team because of all the players with COVID years. So at the same time, it's really nice to have it where you feel like you have a really, really large group of leaders on the team, and it's always good to get them back and healthy as well and playing again.
Does this year feel different because of the amount of leadership and depth you have?
Yes and no, not yet, because we've been fairly unhealthy to start the season. We've had a lot of injuries, and we haven't had our really preferred back four start a game together, which is kind of strange for us at this point in time. But it feels easier, and which can be good and bad. It feels like there's things maybe that you forget to work on in training because you're so used to doing it. And we're going through a little bit of that right now. But I know that when push comes to shove and we start playing, we get into those meaningful games, that I can trust them and to do all those things on the field and to push each other and to lead each other.
Yeah, and speaking of last year, what do you think that taught you for right now in these moments when you do have these leaders back and that experience back? How do you capitalize on that now?
I think it taught us to, there's always going to be lows during the season. We had plenty of lows during the season, and maybe to enjoy the highs a little bit more. I think that's something we're trying to focus on, because you're going to have plenty of lows, you're going to have plenty of losses over your career, and to try to enjoy the highs the best you can, because you don't know what's next around the corner.
I want to talk about some journeys specifically. Jordyn, you've been a starter since freshman year. How have you seen yourself grow from that little freshman that came into Omaha to right now?
Yeah. I mean, coming in as a freshman, you're always going to be like nervous to like be a leader, make an impact on the team. Like as I grew into my spot, like I feel like I kind of grew into my personality too. I feel like I'm more able to show who I really am to my teammates without fear of like not being liked or anything. And I know that, as Cece said before, like we can have those hard conversations with each other since we do love each other and we're all a team. So like just stepping in and being more of that leadership role is what I've kind of found myself doing.
You're at Elkhorn South. Just want to give a little shout out to one of the best high schools in Nebraska, also Elkhorn South grad. But how have you seen your confidence grow over the years and becoming the player you are in your hometown?
Yeah, I would say
playing at Oakland South, club soccer here. I've been around the block, So I'd say when I transferred here, I lost a lot of confidence, I think, because I transferred from K-State and I came here. And so then I think even Tim knows it took a lot of like building up, like you can do it, dribble, be positive, like go forward, all that. And that took a while. Like I was not the same player that I was, but I think over the last couple of years, I've really grown into who I used to be as a player. And I think that's impacted me a lot. And I feel like I've just grown more and yeah.
Cece's probably cringing because she went to Scott's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Which part?
I guess just going to Scott.
Roll Hawks.
I'm just kidding, but you get to help coach your younger sister.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Because soccer runs in your family so deeply.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience. I'm very close with my sisters. So going back and being able to be around her for her final season playing soccer, it was a super cool experience. Now she's in Arizona living it up. So, I mean, living the life. But yeah, I mean, that was a really cool experience. Then not only that, but my older sister, Chloe, she helped coach. And then we all just kind of were each other's biggest fans. So it's kind of cool.
Did Tim give you any tips for coaching those high schoolers?
I mean, yeah, I learned from the best, right?
Exactly what you're supposed to say. Tim, any pointers you would give to young coaches?
Cece does not need my help. She's got this.
I also want to talk about the support from the community. We talked about it in the men's soccer episode, just how you've seen the community rally. You've had larger attendance this year, just more of a community vibe around that stadium at Caniglia. How important is that to you guys out on the pitch?
I think it's definitely super important. Like just seeing, even though I'm not from Nebraska, just seeing like younger girls who I know play soccer, they wear their jerseys, they come to our games, knowing that like some people look up to us. It's just, I can't even describe the feeling. I think the support I think it motivates us. Like you look into the stands and when we first get out there and there's nobody up there, you're like, oh, yay. And then everyone starts coming in and then it starts getting louder and the environment just rises. And then I think that makes our levels go up too because we have support and we want to show our fans that what we're capable of. So I think that's when we play at our highest levels.
Does it fire you up, Cece, too?
It fires me up. Yeah, I got a little cheering section. My family sits in the same place every time. So I mean, I love Omaha. So to get to represent the school and then just have my whole entire family get to come watch me whenever they want. That's an experience that not a lot of kids get. And I think like we have such a large group of players that are from Nebraska that we kind of like make everyone like you're a little Nebraska family, Omaha families.
Like when we come out and they got the tailgate, the Omaha flags flying in the wind.
The Behrens student section area has to be the loudest, though, because I met your dad before. He's a pretty loud guy.
Yeah, questionable things at times. I mean, sometimes I just want to tell him the ref cannot hear you, so don't bother.
Well, let's talk this season specifically. Obviously, last year, expectations are high from coming off a Summit League tournament championship and then also NCAA berth. How does that change, or does it change at all, the expectations coming into this year, Coach?
I mean, our expectations are pretty high, I think, to begin with. I think you can't, we haven't set a goal of, hey, win the conference and go to the NCAA tournament, because I think we just want to be playing the best soccer we can right now. And I think the good news for us is I think we're playing really good soccer. I think if you look at where we're at compared to last year and what how we were playing, I think it's not close. Like, we've been much, much better at this point of this season. A lot of that's the experience, and a lot of that's having some players back from injuries. But the other part I like about it is a lot of times you're going to get the other team's best shot. When you go on the road and you play games, that's what they talk about. And I think that's good for us. I think it helps prepare you for conference play, because at the end of the day, that's what's important for us, is being at our best when we get to October and November.
Yeah, you'll know there will be a target on your back, obviously being the reigning champions. Do you wear that as motivation or kind of a chip on your shoulder?
I would say motivation. Tim always tells us, it's not getting to the top that's the hard part, it's staying there. So yeah, just taking that with a grain of salt kind of and just pushing forward, just trying to play the best soccer that we can. Yeah, I would agree, definitely motivation. Like you said, getting to the top, but can you stay there? Like, we have to play at our best every single game. Like, if we want to prove, hey, we're Summit League champs and we want to do it again.
Definitely motivational for me. I want to do it again, and I definitely want to be a part of it. As much as it was nice to be, I was still very much a part of the team, but I wasn't able to play. So I'm very, very motivated to get there again and then be able to actually run. Because, I was on crutches. And I remember me and Grace Seedy were both on crutches. And we just kind of hugged each other, cried, laughed. So this time, I definitely want to run out there and storm the field with my team.
Have we gotten the rings yet? Have they come in yet? Okay. Oh, you should have brought them. Do we like it? What do they look like? They're pretty sweet?
Yeah,
I did. Sam, I'm sure, designed those.
I got a lot of input from some of the older players, thankfully, so that I didn't mess it up. Yep.
All right, well, we've got some fun questions. I told the girls before that we would get to call out some of their teammates, especially if they're not here tonight. So, and Coach, you get to chime in on this too. All right, so I've got a set of questions. It's kind of like most likely to. First one is most superstitious on the team.
I'll go. Grace Ostergaard always wears her socks inside out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That was the second one, so I'm done.
Yeah, I would say.
No, you're not. I haven't even started with you, Kim.
Okay.
Who has the most products in their locker? Like hair products,
Abby or Alyssa.
makeup.
She's got like, she's in a whole shop routine and her
Same with confidence.
Vanessa Hansen. I'd say Vanessa Hansen.
Yeah. Okay. Who on the team would have the highest screen time? Who's always on their phone?
All of the above.
yeah. The way you do coaches.
Sometimes I see him on his phone. Like, there's no way he has checked every single app, and there's still new stuff to look at.
Yeah.
He's watching film. He's watching films
Like this.
Who on the team is the pickiest eater?
Sophia Green. Yeah.
That was resounding. Why?
Well, one time we went to dinner and she wouldn't cut her chicken up. That was just not even being picky, but she made Tim cut her chicken.
We tear out a cut the chicken?
Yes.
Wow.
Or asked her to.
Trust the chicken.
Yeah, she
didn't trust the chicken, so I had to inspect it for her.
But it's definitely so. Yeah, it's very picky. Yeah.
Okay, if someone on the team had a reality TV show, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, it was definitely.
What's her name?
Regan. Oh, yeah. Regan Bourgeois. Sorry.
Okay. Wow, that's a reality TV name. But okay. Who takes the longest to get ready?
Emily. Yeah, or 100%. I don't know if it's because she's snacking or. I don't know. No, I honestly don't know.
We're really calling her out here now.
It's true because
Before we go out there to put on our stuff.
it's ongoing now.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, I've got 3 for you.
Okay.
First one, who would you let pick out a tattoo for you, and then who would you not let?
Yeah. Jordyn West, I would not let pick a tattoo for me. I don't think so. I don't think she'd be number 1 on the list. Who would I let? None of them. Gosh.
Who would be the nicest?
Emma Consmel would do a really good job. It would be nice.
Yeah.
I feel like confident with that. Jordan's not happy with
I'd
that.
give you like a smiley face, maybe.
Yeah, that's nice. Discuss it.
What's not?
Who would you not allow on the aux cord for a long bus ride?
Whoa. All of them, to be fair. Like, all.
You don't like our locker room warm up?
No, it's just a mix between.
I play Disney music, so.
Cece might have a chance at it, to be fair. The movies they pick are terrible. The music they pick is terrible.
Wow.
If I watch one more love story on my boat, I can't. Choice. It's always the choice.
The choice. We have never watched the choice. In Colorado, Soph was on Aux and Call Me Maybe came on and he was skipped it.
I believe that.
Skipped it. It came on, he was like, skip.
All right, last one. You have to pick one player on the team to go represent the Mavericks on America's Got Talent. Who would you pick? And what would they have to do?
I think we already said it's got to be Boo.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if she should sing, but she would sing.
Okay.
There's a lot of different.
Does anybody else have some talent that I don't know?
I mean, G can sing.
Can she really?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's pretty good.
Booge would kill it. It would take her a little while to open up.
Yeah. She would dance. Maverick, great. Maverick, great.
Yeah. All right. Last question to round out for all of you. Thing you're most excited for this upcoming season? We're already in the swing of it a little bit, non-conference. What are you looking forward to?
Cece, you go first. I'm going last.
Yeah, I mean, I've already said it. I just really am kind of in the mindset, like, really just enjoying my time, no matter if it's a practice, it's a game, just like taking in every moment because, yeah, there's not a lot of them left. So doing that, winning some games with my friends, scoring some more goals, and just, having a good time.
Yeah, I would definitely say just playing with my friends, it goes by so fast. Like, I'm going to be a 5th year next year, which is crazy. But, like, definitely just living in the experience. And, like, again, I mean, I want to win another championship. So that is something I'm hoping that we get to do again. So that's what I would say. This is my last year playing soccer. I've been playing since I was 3. So I think just enjoying the game as little by little as I can, you know. And then I built some pretty good connections with the girls on the team. So just strengthening those and spending time with my friends.
I'm going to say something probably very few people have said before. I'm going to say going to North Dakota next.
Oh, my God.
It's our only trip of the year where we play 2 road games on a trip. We were spending 5 days together. We just haven't got to do a lot. We don't have a heavy travel schedule this year. For some, you end up traveling and spending so much time with them. And for the 3 or 4 who are seniors this year, it's the last long trip we're going to go on together. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll be sad at the end of it, but I'm really looking forward to the trip. And it opens up the conference season, which will be a nice start to that.
Well, guys, thank you so much, reigning Summit League champions. Give them a hand.